Hey guys, so I'm Jacqui. I am going to show you very quickly how I'm making my samples for this month. So let's flip this around and let me show you how I do it. Alright guys, so welcome to my kitchen. I'm just using, this is a melting pot, and I got this one at my local craft store. It was $19 and I used a 50% off coupon, so I got it for 10. I've had it for about 2-3 years now, so it's lasted a while. This one happens to be the actual pot is made of silicone, and I know there's different ones out there, but if you guys happen to get one like this, it does have the silicone pot. I just encourage you that every time you do this, every time you make samples, just make sure that you wash it with hot soapy water, and that will get all of the leftover scent and resin and everything out of the wax. So that way the next time you go to use it, it doesn't smell like the previous wax that you used before. So this is the scent of the month, and this is usually what I make my samples up of. And so this is for the month of March, spring forward. So as you can see, I used the entire bar, plopped it in there. I turned mine, there's just two settings. There's off, there's low, and there's high. Mine always just goes to the high because it just melts it quicker. All I'm doing is just simply waiting until this completely melts. It's probably been in there for about 3 minutes so far. It does not take very long. As soon as that completely melts down, I got just a fun little Easter egg mold, again at the local craft store. There are plastic molds, any kind of candy molds. Look for candy molds, and when you buy molds, just use them only for wax. Don't use them with food and then use them with wax later. So just designate one for food, one for wax if you use wax molds or molds for actual food. So these are just going to be, as soon as this is melted, I'm just going to pour it in here, and I'll show you that when I get ready to do it. Because you can see this is flimsy, I usually just put mine on a little baby cutting board, and that way it keeps it nice and soft, or nice and sturdy, I mean, for moving it. Because once I get it all poured in, all I do is pop it into the freezer for 10 minutes, let it set, and then pop them out. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for this to melt down, I utilize everything that came in my Scent of the Month kit. Now remember, you guys can sign up for the Scent or the Warmer of the Month kit. They both come with the same things. The only difference is that the Warmer of the Month comes with the warmer too. But you get, 9 bars of wax. You get the 72 stickers. You get the 50 flyers. So, again, local craft store or Amazon. I buy mine usually from Amazon, but this time I just grabbed them at the craft store. It's the 2x3 size, so 2 inches by 3 inches. They're little jewelry bags. All I do is I just take one of the stickers, put it on the front there, so you see it's got the scent name, and then that's it. And then, well, once this is done, we'll pop them out, we'll put the mold in the bag, and then the sample's ready to go. Then I attach it to a flyer with a stapler, put it in the mail with maybe a product list or just a business card, depends on who I'm sending it to, and then it goes out in the mail. So let's wait another minute or so for this to melt down, and you'll get to see the rest. All right, so here we are. As you can see, it is completely melted. So I'm just gonna lift this out, and now let me move this off to the side and do this with one hand. So let's see how skillful I really am. All right, so now we're just gonna pour it into the molds. Oops, it's okay. It's just wax. These molds are small, but they're a little deep, so these are actually a really good size for samples. Some molds that you can find will be pretty deep, And I found that as pretty as those might be, you end up using a lot of wax to do those samples. And oops. And when you do that, I mean, that's great and all, but the whole point is to just give a sample. Get as many out as you can. Pass it around, mail it out. I have people who I mail out to who I kind of do my samples in batches. So normally it's the people who have ordered from me within the last month. Then I move to the people who have ordered from me 2 months prior. And then after that, 3 months prior. And then I just kind of go by whoever is requested. And that's kind of, I don't know, how I get them out, I guess. So you guys, especially those that are newer, you will soon find you're going to have more and more people requesting samples from you. Phew, I did it. All right, so here we go. I've got it on my little cutting board here. Sorry, trying to do this with one hand. And as you can see, that makes transport a lot easier. Oops, I should have opened the freezer. All right, let's open the freezer. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this and literally slide it. I'm just gonna use this oven pizza I have in here for a perfect little shelf. As you can see, it's just sitting in there in my freezer. Give it about 10 minutes and we'll take a look again at them. Let them cool off.
You guys ready to see my samples?
All right, so here we go. We should be ready. I went ahead and I did another batch. So I've got those in there. Ooh. Here we go, look. Nice and hardened. There's one. Let's get the other ones. This is another mold I used just because I had some extra wax. So you can see it's just hearts. I thought that was pretty for spraying. All right, so now we're just gonna pop these guys out. So as you can see, they're in the little silicone mold. I'm just gonna flip it upside down and literally pop them out. Look at that little guy. Tell me that's not cute. Super cute, right? All right, let's get them all out. All right, now for the hearts, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna flip this. The plastic ones are a little easier to work with, I find. I'll flip it upside down and you just push them out. Push, 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 push. All right, so there we go. So now you can see there's not really much of a size difference. They're both about equal, I guess, with the amount of wax, but the heart spreads out a little bit more. Here's the little Easter eggs. So as you can see from the molds, this is how they look. So this is about the size that you want to shoot for when you're looking for molds. But here's your final product, and tell me these aren't super cute. Let's go ahead and pop a couple in some bags and let's see what it looks like. So there we go. As you can see, in the bags, they look really, really nice. Very cute. You can see exactly what the scent is right there on the front. All I'm gonna do is attach them to flyers. And like I said, start passing them out and putting them in the mail. These little guys in the mail, they're thin enough that I can get them in an envelope with a flyer and a business card or a product list and get it out the door for one stamp. So make some samples. I hope that helped you guys and inspired you to start making samples. Share that Scentsy love and have some fun with your business. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask.